Really weird stuff. That's very weird.
Really Weird Stuff is a holistic Twin Peaks podcast. That means we discuss each episode within the context of the series as a whole. In other words, spoilers abound. Welcome to Really Weird Stuff episode 28, wherein we will discuss Twin Peaks season 2 episode 20, The Path to the Black Lodge. I'm Jessica Baxter. And joining us today is a very special guest, Yay. Michael Hayes.
Friend of the podcast, Michael Hayes.
Welcome, Michael. Tell us about your history of Twin Peaks.
Well, I wrote the show back in the
It's your personal history.
Well, to be totally honest, in its original airing, I only watched it incredibly casually, because I think I was too young to feel kind of the Lynchian resonance of it. But in the 90s, I lived in Providence, Rhode Island, and I decided I was going to watch them all on video cassette. Remember that box set that was on?
Yeah.
And it spelled it out. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got that, and a girl I was seeing at the time, the ritual was we would watch it and smoke cigarettes, and then after we watch an episode, we'd go to the diner downtown and have cherry pie.
Oh my god. That is so cute.
This is before binge watching existed, before I knew what that was. So we watched the whole thing in a weekend, and it just,
oh my god,
it was full on. It was like getting an injection of Twin Peaks.
Wow, yeah. That's really cool. What a fun way to pioneer binge watching. That's awesome. And so what about Fire Walk With Me?
Well, I watched it when it came out, and the first time I saw it, I didn't like it as much, and I think it's because they tried to pack a lot in. And then, since I went to film school, I kind of reassessed Twin Peaks several times over my life, and I then went back, and we've had a conversation about this offline. We were trying to figure out the best recipe of where Fire Walk With Me, if you watch the whole thing in a continuity, that made sense. And that's when I kind of got a new appreciation for it, and I was like, oh, it isn't annoying, it's actually kind of the Rosetta Stone of untangling all this whole mess.
It is, yeah. And have you seen The Return?
I've seen the first 2 episodes of it.
Okay.
It made me realize I want to go back and watch the entirety of seasons 1 and 2 of Fire Walk With Me again before I come back to it.
Yeah.
This requires an investment of time I don't have right now.
I actually feel like Fire Walk With Me, if you wanted to just power through The Return, you could just watch Fire Walk With Me.
I think
because
so, yeah.
I think a lot of the series references that. Or if you wanted to, you could do the last 3 episodes of season 2 and then Fire Walk With Me, because that's really, it's the deep dive into the Black Lodge stuff, basically.
For sure.
And then everything else you could put off a little bit if you wanted to. And it would definitely enrich the experience to have a binge and power through it. But I do think that Fire Walk With Me, really, like you said, I think that's a perfect way to describe it, the Rosetta Stone. Did you come up with that, Annie? Or did you? That's wow, nice.
Yeah.
Because it really is. We joke, but I'm not 100% joking when I say, like, it would be worthwhile watching it after every episode.
Right.
It's a time commitment, but there's worth there. Anyway, The Path to the Black Lodge was written by Harley, Peyton, and Robert Engels, and directed by Stephen Gyllenhaal. Yes, from that Gyllenhaal family.
Oh, I was going to ask. Any relation? How is he related?
He's their father.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it aired originally on April 19th, 1991.
I was wondering, actually, if this aired around Valentine's Day. There's so much romance in this.
It is. It is. It's called The Path to the Black Lodge, but it also could have some sort of Cupid romance vibe to it, because for sure a motif is just lovey-doveyness.
Yeah.
Smooching.
Right. Well, also even Garland with his "What's Your Worst Fear?" That was such a romantic answer.
I know.
The possibility that love is not enough.
Whew, yeah, well, we will talk about that. That's a motif and not for nothing. So let's just get right into it. It opens where the last episode left off, on Ted Raimi's dead face.
Boy, does it.
Inside, like, a really nice papier-mâché pond.
I know, I can't believe that's paper mache.
How many hours
Right.
did Wyndham Earl spend making that?
What else does he have to do, though, really?
No, this is
Make the
literally...
statues and do paper mache.
Yeah.
Maybe he made Leo make it.
Oh.
He definitely must have made Leo carry it there, because
Right.
it takes 6 men to remove it. So Leo has the strength of 6 men, apparently. Which is...
Believable.
Yeah, it is. God, he's
And
a,
nobody
he's
notices
a big
the
man.
ripped
giant
man.
pawn being schlepped around town into the gazebo.
I know, it's like the gazebo never has any other people at it. Whenever anyone's visiting it, it's
Right.
still deserted. It's like, if you want to be alone, if you want privacy, you go to that gazebo.
Yeah, considering the amount of subplots that have touched upon that place, I'm surprised there isn't a line.
Yeah, it's like outside. Wait here for your turn in the
Maybe it's one of those
gazebo.
things you have to book ahead of time, like at Golden Gardens.
Oh, yeah. Man. I don't know if you know this, but I reserved the gazebo for this time.
Ah, too much of a softie. You can use the gazebo.
I let James and Donna use the gazebo, even though I'd reserved it ahead of time. So while they're carting away this boy whose name is Rusty Tomasky, they're interviewing his buddy, played by character actor Willie Garson, who has never been so young.
Yeah, he just died.
He
not that
did?
long ago.
Oh my god.
Wait, you know that?
Oh,
I
I
feel
missed
like
that
I
somehow.
mention that all the time because that's why Mario Cantone had a bigger role on the
Oh,
Sex and the
gosh.
City because he died like in the middle of
Yeah.
filming. So they wrote him out, and the other gay
Yeah.
character has
Yeah.
a bigger role.
The other gay.
Right.
Beef up the other gay. Oh, so sad.
Do you just scroll through when Christina and I are texting about this
I do.
show? Like, I've mentioned this a lot.
Sorry, I'm not interested in Sex and the
It's
City
okay.
at
I
all.
scroll through a lot of the stuff you guys are talking about. It's fine.
Yep.
Yes, it's young, with hair, Willie Garson.
Yeah. I forget what else I mean, this might be where I know him from. Was he on the X-Files or something? I don't know. He's a character actor. He gets around, but I definitely don't know him from Sex and the City. Anyways, he tells them that he was passing by Twin Peaks with his band, and a man came out of the woods like Bigfoot.
This guy came out of the woods, like Bigfoot or something, and he's wearing a weird suit.
Maybe literally wearing a Bigfoot costume for all we know. I want to know what, like...
What does that mean, like Bigfoot?
Well, I just want to know how many costumes Wyndham Earl brought with him to Twin Peaks. He traveled like a drag queen with like 10 suitcases filled with costumes. Costumes and wigs and spirit gum.
Maybe there's a party rental shop in Twin Peaks that he's been patronizing.
They do pull off a really impressive long take in that opening. There's like 2 cuts, and then they carry the pawn off and pan all the way over to the people talking to him. And it's a really very, I wrote down Hitchcockian, because
Nice.
given how a lot of these episodes have this kind of Telemundo on acid kind of vibe, it's really impressive. They do have these moments of like cinema brilliance. It's like he checks in just to remind you that he's in on it, right? He's in on the schlock.
Yeah. It really is a perfect marriage of soap opera and Lynchian drama.
Yeah.
It is amazing how most of the directors have been able to keep that up. Mm-hmm. Even though you can tell when it's a Lynch episode and when it isn't.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
People have still done a pretty good job of making it fit in the world. And especially with things like winners and weird angles and lots of camera movement. Harry says we need to get in touch with Rusty's parents. And I just really like it when this character's name is Rhodey or something. I forget. He doesn't have a name, but it's a description of who he is.
Oh, in the credits.
Yeah, anyway,
Okay.
this boy says Rusty hated his parents.
I need to get in touch with Rusty's parents. Rusty hated his parents. He's staying with his uncle in Moses Lake.
It made me think of how insensitive of Harry it is to be like, we have to notify the parents. Especially, like, parents are so fucked up. Most of the time, if teenagers are not at home, there's probably a reason.
Right. It was sort of like he had a chosen family, like people do.
Yeah.
And that was, I thought, going to be more of a motif than it ended up being, but...
Yeah, out in Moses Lake with his
I
chosen
know,
family.
right?
With his
Yeah.
uncle, yeah. And that's actually, for once, geographically a good reference.
Right.
Moses Lake is not that far.
Right.
Yeah.
Not as far as sending Audrey to Seattle. When she can be back, not for a long time. Depends on how she got there, I guess, but if she drove, it's gonna be a while. Harry also
I know what you're gonna say because I
Yeah.
fuck off, Harry.
reprimands Andy for crying.
I know,
Classic.
It's sad. Andy should cry. It's sad.
It's very
He
sad.
lost his friend. It was his
Everything
family.
he's saying
We're
is
gonna
so
go
sad.
to LA.
We're gonna move. We're gonna move to LA. Andy.
They were gonna escape.
Sad.
You have a lot of sympathy for these incredibly minor characters in this episode.
Well, I mean,
Yeah. This is what it's like. Get used to it.
it's almost like Michael hasn't listened to any episodes of the podcast. It's also tied with my dislike of Harry, so...
Yeah, Harry is a problematic
if
character.
it was Albert making fun of him, I'm like, all right, fair, you know?
Well, Albert would do it in a clever way that's still somehow empathetic.
Right, because Albert, is just more like, I just don't have time for the emotional stuff, but I am doing really important, competent stuff, whereas Harry's just like...
Well, you gotta remember, Harry's the small town sheriff that had these ridiculously disproportionate things happen in his town, which not to mention, also the most attractive small town population that ever existed.
Right? Oh, we mention that all the time.
Yeah. It is kind of insane. What is in the water in this town?
Right. But like only the women though. Like there's who
Yeah,
was I thinking?
you're right.
'Cause
Well,
you got
Bobby.
Coop, yeah,
Bobby.
I was thinking Bobby. I don't want to acknowledge that James is physically attractive because
I know Leo's physically
Leo
attractive,
is
even though
physically-
he's
I know that
so
was one time
terrible.
my ceiling fan was finding Leo so attractive when they had that shot of him cutting wood. It was so ripped.
Presumably Pete in his younger days.
I'm sure.
When he was scampering up a tree like a cat. I don't know where John Justice Wheeler comes from, but good God.
Oh,
We're almost
yeah.
there.
Right.
We'll talk about that. But first we gotta say that Wyndham Earle's playing off the board.
He's taking another pawn, Harry, but he didn't tell us his move. Wyndham Earle's playing off the board.
There's numerous moments in this episode where they're like, we're done with the chess thing. This is the first one.
We're scrapping that.
I know we've put a lot of time and effort into this up until now, but forget about it. The next morning at the sheriff's station, the weary men enter, and Lucy tells them,
Deputy Hawk is in your office, Sheriff. He's with somebody I've never seen before, but he looks really sad, so Hawk is feeding him breakfast.
and I can't for the life of me figure out who this is, but you
I
thought
kind of
maybe
feel like
Willie
it is
Garson.
the Rudy.
Okay.
Yeah. But I didn't realize it was the next day, but I'm still going with that.
Yeah. And then Lucy stops Andy to ask him what he knows about saving the planet.
Right. Yes. I know that's the first person I would go to. I'm like, I have to do a speech and sound smart. Andy.
I know. Well, I would argue
But-
that she
but
talks
it's-
to Andy just because they're on the same level. This conversation that ensues is like between two preschoolers, basically. I know it's in a lot of trouble.
Let's people stop throwing their cans away.
I do know that people have got to stop sinking their beer cans in Pearl Lake when they're fishing. And, styrofoam never dies for as long as you live.
It doesn't?
I mean, watching it again, I mean, their relationship has this bizarre charm to it. But as I watch it again this time, I couldn't help but think, would this relationship be okay today? It's like so cross-manipulative, but like simple-mindedly so. It's very, very bizarre. I think if I knew two people like that in today's world, I think there'd be a problem.
Yeah. Problematic.
I would
Right.
think it would need help.
Well, it's just confuses me. Lucy just confuses me every single time
Yeah.
they interact. Like, Lucy is often mad at him for, like, not a rational reason, and then she gets so horny for him whenever he's, like, mildly, like...
Competent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
She has such a boner for mild competency.
And, like, Andy kind of understands it. Like, the one time when he whispered something to Hawk, like, oh, Lucy likes...
Yeah.
moral, upstanding thing, and it's like...
All I have to do is take charge of the situation,
Right,
and she'll
then
be
she
putty in my
did.
hand.
She was actually fell off the ladder. She was so... Right.
Imagine if he'd helped her with that light bulb.
But right,
What would
I
she have done
know.
then?
Neither of them lifted a finger. But I don't get like her vibe of how at heart what's happened is she's pregnant. It could be either one of them, and she's sort of a little bit mad at both of them about this situation, and is like, "I'll just let you know who I land on."
Yeah.
In 24 hours, I will choose the father of my child.
She's like, I'm tired of this.
Right.
Paternity Olympics.
I'm just gonna
I
decide.
can't imagine that
Yeah.
level of confidence, you know.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of hormones going on right now, so
Yeah.
she might not be thinking completely straight, but...
It is funny how she's like, it's either
Deputy Andy Brennan or clothing salesman Richard Tremaine.
clothing
Clothing
sales.
salesman Richard Tremaine.
Why?
As if she's reminding the audience who the two
Right.
contenders are. This is how I always refer to you.
Right.
Tell Deputy Andy with the drawl, the inexplicable Southern drawl. Or inexplicably British Richard Tremaine.
Right.
But we learned a lot about styrofoam and beer cans.
Yes.
Yeah. It never dies as long as you live.
Right.
It doesn't? At the Great Northern, John Justice Wheeler is in the lobby wearing double brown and looking for Audrey.
Granny, has Audrey returned? No, sir. No messages from her? No, sir.
It's like some kind of magic trick how he pulls off matching brown pants and a brown shirt with a black leather belt.
Yeah, and also then he has a leather jacket that's really ugly. Like his,
Yeah, basically his outfit is really terrible, but still you're just like, I don't see it. I see it, but I don't see it.
Well, it has that other time, that members only kind of cut to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, I think I'd scribble down suede unitard.
But maybe it's just because if he were wearing an attractive outfit, we couldn't even look at the screen.
Right.
It would be like,
Very
it would be too
attractive.
much. That like Elvis
Only
thing would
the-
happen and
the
everyone would just
visiting
start
men,
swooning.
yeah. The visiting men are attractive in Twin Peaks.
Oh my god. Yes. When Audrey and John Justice Wheeler are on screen together, it's
Boy,
like too
my
much.
God,
That's why
I
they
know, you can't look directly
That's
at
why they
them.
edge you the whole episode.
Yes.
They're just like, we
Oh my
can't
gosh,
get
I
to
know,
it.
and I was so frustrated this whole episode, even though I know that they do manage to hook up. I'm like, oh god, they just miss each other. Horny for each other.
These two need to fuck now!
Attractive.
And correct me if
must
I'm
be.
wrong, is she supposed to be still in high school at this point?
But she's
She's 18 years old.
Yeah, sure she is.
She is. She's 18.
She is.
It shouldn't work, but it works. I don't know why it does, but it does.
I mean, I think I know why. Ridiculously good looking.
Really, really ridiculously good-looking people.
Right. Well, and I think, assume he's younger than Agent Cooper, you know, and that didn't happen because it was a problematic age difference, and so it's like, look.
What if Agent
Younger
Cooper were a little younger?
Right.
And more brown.
And we would like to remind you again that Audrey is 18 years old.
Yeah.
Age of consent in any state.
By any metric.
Right.
It's true. And she's ready.
Oh my God.
She's been through enough.
Right. And what's coming to her is
Yeah.
the worst.
What story is that, Charlie? Is that the story of the little girl who lived on the lake? Is it?
Let her have this one
No,
nice moment where
just
she
let her get it
consensually
on with
loses
this super hot Billy Zane.
Yeah.
Both of them in their prime.
Yeah.
This needs
It
to
works.
happen.
We'll come back to this. In Ben's office, Dr. Hayward is giving Ben an examination.
Only doctor in town, Doc Hayward.
It's for his insurance. Ben is continuing his quest to be a good person by any means necessary, and Will is like, dude, you're gonna blow up my family.
But goodness in you is like a time bomb. There's nothing good about ruined lives.
Fucking chill.
Right.
So here's the thing about that scene that caught me right off the bat. One is Ben's perfect 80s hair.
Yes.
Unbelievably perfect. Like, could have plopped it right out of American Psycho onto his head. The other is that I don't think if the show were to be done today, he would look... I mean, he didn't look certainly unattractive shirtless. He just looked like an average guy, right? But it would be completely schlubby by today's standards. Like, if this show were done today, he would be jacked. Like, because everybody is jacked when they're shirtless on TV. And I thought it was funny just to see somebody, you know, just as doughy as the rest of us, you know, with the awesome hair.
Dad bod.
Yeah.
But back then it was just bod.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just dude bod. Yeah. And you even notice that with Coop. I mean, even Kyle MacLachlan is more ripped in The Return after 25 years in the lodge than he is at this point in time when he's in peak physical condition, you know.
Probably left over from all the training he did for Showgirl.
Oh my god. All the swimming.
And other pool activities.
Yeah, it is interesting. And I always like chest hair, you know. They
That's where we
they got rid of that.
That's good. That's an advancement I'm on board with.
I love when Ben says to Doug Hayward, "I've given you reason to doubt me."
Right.
That's like the understatement of the fucking
God,
century.
Really? It's like you don't even know. You don't know the half of it, Doug Hayward, right?
It is interesting, this Ben quest to be a good person that continues in the return, but it's like when someone has been so bad for so long.
Right, well, I also don't feel like it's good. I want to be a good person, so I'm going to reveal. Like, it's like he's really Donna's father or something,
Yeah.
right? And it's like, that's not good.
No.
To, like, throw this bomb at this family. That's perfectly
You're right.
fine as it is.
Yeah, it's misguided
I mean,
goodness.
he's not her father. He didn't raise her. It's not the you know what
Right.
I mean? He's just telling her, I fucked your mom, you know? Like, great. Thanks. You know?
You're right. She doesn't need to know. And then stopping Catherine's development project also is like, now you don't want to do the development project when it was all that you cared about before. It's interesting that you don't want to do this now that it would benefit me.
It benefits Catherine,
Yeah.
right? Pretty sus, Ben.
It's pretty sus. Doug Hayward gives one more plea as he leaves.
Ben, be careful, please.
It falls on deaf ears as Jack comes in and tells Ben that he will be leaving Twin Peaks due to his business partner in Brazil being murdered.
So great.
And that's about all we get of that.
Right. I was like, is this a reference to something that I missed? Like, no, it's just, my partner got murdered. Gotta go.
It is. It's like, I'm a good dude. I'm in love with your daughter. Oh, I found out my business partner was murdered in Brazil and I have to take his place. It's the only right thing to do, the only course of action here.
Strange.
I mean, I believe him because he's so sincere and handsome. But I don't understand it at all.
Yeah.
I don't get it. What the fuck is going on? It just seems like it's just a way for Audrey to not have nice things.
I want to think that somebody created like a very detailed backstory for this character, you know, and we got like 1/10 of it. You know?
I'm sure it involves a twin brother who...
There's some, for sure.
Right.
Yeah. I was doing a deep dive on Reddit. People were like, what happened to John Justice Wheeler? Why did he never come back for Audrey? And there's a theory that Bad Coop murdered him. It's completely unfounded, but it's just the fact that it's like, well, he said he would come back and he didn't. Why didn't he?
Yeah.
And then, there is a moment in The Return when Bad Coop was in Brazil.
That's the only known photograph we have of Cooper in the last 25 years. That's outside of Rio, his house.
Is it possible that he heard that, like, Audrey was in a bank that blew up? Isn't that what happens, like, in... So, maybe he just thought she died. That he didn't come back for her.
But she didn't. She was just in a coma.
I mean, but also...
You think he would come rushing back?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just saying that's out there.
Via telegram, some foreign hotel that he's in, and just, Audrey dead, stop.
Right. That's true.
Stop.
This was a different time. Like, I wouldn't have been able to just Google her and be like...
He could pick up the phone and follow up. I don't know.
Well, maybe he did. And I don't know what happened.
That's why people think he must be dead, because he would have come back.
That's a romantic notion.
It is.
It could just be he's just like, love him and leave him every city that he goes to.
It totally could be.
Gotta go.
But everyone...
got murdered in Brazil, gotta go by. Oh, I have time to have sex with him now.
Yeah.
I'll come back for you.
That could be. I know.
it could be,
I just
but
want
I
to...
believe
Everyone
him.
wants to believe the best about him.
Yeah, about him specifically.
Yes, specifically him.
I'm like, I don't believe in love except for these two people then. Oh, and you.
Exactly.
He's like, I just believe in suede unitards and eyelashes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Thickest eyelashes in Brazil.
Go on. I think it's funny, too, that Jack says that Will's daughter is a lovely girl. Yes. I've seen Donna. She looks a lot like Audrey. It also just makes you think about the whole Coop triangle.
Right.
The IRL, Kyle MacLachlan, Laura Flynn Boyle triangle.
Right.
We brought in a proto-Coop because...
Right. Because you can't talk to Audrey anymore. His girlfriend doesn't like it.
Yeah. Speaking of Coop's IRL girlfriend, there's a spooky ceiling fan in the Hayward attic. Donna's house, where she is doing some snooping. She reads her birth certificate so slowly.
Mother Eileen Hayward. Daughter Donna Marie. Father
She's running her finger over it like she's learning to read in that moment.
Yeah. They really want to make sure we see what she sees, you know. Well, this was the days before you could just, like, see a screenshot on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's like, let's make sure everybody can see what this says.
You know, going from the previous scene with this whole, like, business partner, Brazil, gotta jet off and deal with that, to this one, which it pivots nicely given the subject matter. They slow walk it so deliberately for the audience, like watching her finger and be like, oh, there's nobody here in this name, and then, oh, look who's in these pictures. Yeah. It totally reeks of this Telemundo vibe I keep coming back to. It just makes me wonder, is this what David Lynch thought television was, and he's just never actually seen it before? He's like, oh, it must be like this, and constructed these dramas that are just so absurd, which in contrast to kind of the more dark, weird stuff we get into, it's so bizarre to me. It's not even bad. It lends its own eeriness to it just because what feels like Lynch's translation of what melodrama should be.
But at this point, he was really hands-off.
Yeah, I have a feeling until the very end of the episode, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. So it's possible that that's like, I mean, he won't specifically say what about season 2 he doesn't like, but he has said on the record that he's not happy with it. Completely.
But I do agree, like, that's a lot of the vibe of this show is sort of like David Lynch kind of making fun of soap operas, or it's like David Lynch trying to do a normie thing, you know, like his version. Like, that's what we talked about, like, James, because James is the worst, but, like, David Lynch likes James and wants the audience to like him, and like someone David Lynch would think of as like someone that like normal people will think is cool, you know, because regular David Lynch cool is a whole different thing. I feel like that's what it is. Someone who's so unusual trying to do a normie thing, and this is like what you get.
Totally.
And I mean, there's plenty of it, because I mean, this episode in particular, it's subplots galore. I counted 9 of them.
Oh wow. Yeah.
There's definitely a frantic rush to move all these minor stories up like one notch. Clearing the decks for what happens next.
I do really like the photos in the photo album.
Photos of Ben Horn. Those are so crazy.
Yeah.
The mustache.
The one where Ben Horn is doing the like
Nixon fingers?
No, behind the head.
Oh, rabbit ears.
Yeah.
It looked like you were doing Nixon fingers.
Okay, well that's what he's doing.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot. Yeah, I know. Like,
so
just the funny to think of them being 3 best friends, Eileen, Will, and Ben.
Ben doing the rabbit ears behind them. He got you.
It's really
Rascally Ben.
But then Donna is interrupted when Eileen calls up to say that Deputy Hawk is on the phone for her. Back at the Great Northern, Audrey returns from Seattle and asks for messages and about Jack, but Hawk is waiting for her in the lobby.
Audrey, Agent Cooper would like to see you at the sheriff's station.
Oh, well, I have a lot of work to do. Maybe this afternoon.
Now it's important.
Right.
So the second to be summoned to the All-Star Hotties convention.
I know, right?
A little bit later.
Yeah. We need the 3 most beautiful women in Twin Peaks to come to a secret meeting.
Right. I love that moment, like, he's like, oh, Agent Cooper wants to see you, and she's like, no, too busy. Like, I love how she's, like, over Agent Cooper, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Aww.
I know, I love this episode for Audrey, although, you know.
It's like Ghostwood here.
Back in Ben's office, he's continuing his conversation with Jack, who needs to leave, but seems like he's stalling. Right. Understandably stalling.
And what time? The brave man is dead. He's my friend. I have to take his place.
You aren't coming back, are you?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. And then I absolutely love Ben's line.
Damn this rainforest business anyway.
What is the rainforest business?
What?
I don't know, but damn it.
Yeah. Dangerous business, the rainforest.
Yes, it apparently is. Whatever it is, it's bad.
I love the telling look when Billy Zane, I can only call him Billy Zane, when he has his bag and he gives one last look around the lobby before he turns and leaves. It's just so brilliant.
It is. Also, I have to say his wig is almost good. It's like this close to being good. Like you can just see there's a little bit of a problem in the hair swoop in the front.
Is that Billy Zane's wearing a wig in it?
Mm-hmm.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he bald by then?
He's been bald. He's bald.
Yeah,
like forever.
He was bald now.
Yeah. He's bald now.
But even then, that was a wig.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Not. It's okay to be bald. It's just hilarious. He was wearing a Billy Zane-like wig.
It became a Billy Zane wig after he wore it. Before that, it was just a wig, but then it was like, this wig has an identity now. At the police station, Major Briggs is giving Cappy some work.
See if any of these symbols have to do with harvest schedules or ancient calendars. Look for any curious nomenclature.
Cappy, what?
Good work, Cappy.
Cappy's a bookhouse boy that we've only seen once before. He was there when Audrey was brought back when she was high on heroin.
I feel like he's clearly Harry's stand-in, and they just let him play a character.
I know. Once you said that, I'm like, all right. Yeah. And that also fits with David Lynch's methods on the show. It's like, Frank Silva accidentally got in a shot, and now he's Bob.
Yeah. Put a bookhouse boy patch on him and give him some work. Yeah, I don't know why he's there, but I like good work, Cappy. That's just such a funny name.
Right.
Cappy. Cappy's there. And Dale and Harry to discuss Earl's activities with Project Blue Book, and he tells them that Earl became obsessive and violent and was dropped from the project. And then he shows them footage of Earl speaking about Dugpas and a place called the Black Lodge.
This place of power is tangible, and as such, it can be found, entered, and perhaps utilized in some fashion. The Dugpas have many names for it, but chief among them is the Black Lodge.
What are your all's opinion on Wyndham Earl? Specifically, I'm thinking the actor who plays him, because I feel like he's terribly miscast.
He's tonally insane. It's wild.
Yeah.
Like, he can be menacing, but mostly he's so goofy that it's you forget to be scared of him, whereas I feel like most Lynch villains are pretty menacing most of the time.
Yeah. In contrast to dark Lynch characters, I feel like he's not making it.
Yeah. I could definitely imagine a lot of people who would do a better job in that role.
Yeah, like, he's not scary and he's not compelling either. Like, when they showed that clip of him, like, imagine if Wyndham Earl had been able to reach the level of audience that he would have, like, if it was now, like, start his own QAnon or something, like that. But I don't think the actor does a good job at this at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like such a showy role. But yeah, I don't find him charismatic or scary or...
He reminds me more of Cesar Romero on Batman playing the Joker.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with the laugh.
Yeah.
It's more camp than it is menacing.
Yeah. It's almost too campy.
Yeah. But we do significantly move the plot forward
as
far as the overarching story, which is always my favorite. These subplots are fine, but they're good for a yuck or two, but I'm always like, get me back to the real business.
Yeah, it does seem like Wyndham Earl has been kind of twiddling his thumbs with the whole chess motif for a while, and now he's like, all right, let's move on.
He's like, I just want to kill a bunch of people.
Yeah, especially when he realizes later on that there's a bit of a deadline.
But it's okay, because he uses those excellent computer skills.
Oh my god!
Let me just put this on my computer.
He types like a Muppet. It's great. And that's when Cooper realizes that Earl's true motivation for coming to Twin Peaks was...
He has insinuated himself into the lives of people I care for. He has murdered innocents. He has engaged us in subterfuge and red herring. A fish I don't particularly care for. But all of these acts are merely camouflage. He's been after something else all along. The Black Lodge.
The fucking with him was secondary. It's mostly to find the Black Lodge. And that the Owl Cave petroglyph has some sort of connection. And Earl is listening in through his sneaky bonsai tree.
Cooper and the gang haven't even left the snide yet.
No, I thought he said they weren't off the schneid at first. I was like, what?
Yeah. Our friend Andy says off the schneid or left the schneid, which is just, he's just saying snide wrong, but it's funny.
It's not like an Andy original.
Schneid?
Off the schneid? No.
It's not.
It's like Chris Berman, ESPN guy.
Oh, God. All right. I didn't know that.
Sports reference.
That's why I didn't know. Well, now I know. Any hoozle. He hears about Major Briggs wanting to go for a walk, and he decides, all right, let's quit fucking around and go kidnap Major Briggs.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be fun to have a Project Blue Book reunion? Wine, cheese, talk about old times, trade hilarious anecdotes of the good old days.
A Project Blue Book
Why
reunion.
does Briggs ever go out alone in the wilderness?
I know. I can't believe he's not fucking terrified of the woods at this point.
Right?
That entire scene I've been known.
I hope I don't get, like, abducted or anything when I go to the
Nothing
woods.
happens to me this time.
Oh, but we probably do want to acknowledge Major Briggs's hand shaking.
Oh, when does that happen?
Right before we cut away from that scene, he gets a little...
Oh, he does! I missed that.
Yeah, I missed that
Which
too.
happens several times in the episode, which I'm sure
Yeah,
is
a lot
on
of
it.
Yes.
And ends up being super duper duper relevant.
Yeah. Shit, I missed the Major Briggs handshaking. Thank you for catching that.
Yeah.
Oh, also, the very, meta line that Cooper says about the red herring. Fish I don't particularly care for.
Right.
Then why'd you spend so much time on the red herring, yo? Also, it's funny when they rewind the video in real time and it makes backwards rewinding sounds, which didn't ever really happen. That only happened on TV.
Yes, that was not a real thing.
They had to dub in the rewind sound because it didn't happen. It happened on reel-to-reel editing, but not on a VCR. But my mind was blown actually the first time I did reel-to-reel editing, and I was like, "That's where that sound comes from." That's what they do. It is a real sound, but not from a VCR. At the diner, a lady we've never seen before and never see again is eating cherry pie. I wonder if she thinks that the pie made her hand shake, and that's why she never eats. She's like, I'm never going back there.
Yeah, right.
That was scary.
I'm trying to figure out the particular motivation for that. As we come back to it, I don't know how much I want to unpack this yet, but I think we're all pretty well aware at this point that there's normal world and there's this underworld where Lynch really likes to bust out his more famous ideas and characters and whatnot. And there's always these kind of connections between the two that tend to revolve around emotions, like in certainly Mulholland Drive, for example. It's really significant. So in all the other examples, I feel like there's some element of passion or love or happiness that is this kind of bait that attracts this handshakiness, which we of course get to. So the only thing I figured out with the pie lady was that pie was good, is what I wrote down.
Hot damn, that pie's good.
Pie so good, it attracts otherworldly predators.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You're right. They talk about the emotions, the extreme emotions of fear and love. And those are the things that the lodge entities are attracted to. Yeah, I think you're right. And then also in the diner, right behind the pie lady, is Bobby and Shelley.
Aw, yes.
Making up.
Aw, I mean, this is a lovely scene. I love Bobby and Shelley.
This is a lovely scene, and it comes after...
You don't know how much we love Bobby.
Bobby being pretty shitty to Shelley for a while, so it's really nice to have Bobby back and groveling.
I'm surprised that you love Bobby so much but hate James so much.
Because James is the worst and he's so dumb.
James is sweet, but he's so dumb.
And Bobby is going through a lot.
And is a genius?
I didn't say that.
No one said that.
He's not dumb like James. I don't know. Yeah,
he's kind of clever.
Really grew a lot of love for Bobby. Also,
Yeah.
Bobby's for real going through it.
Yeah.
You always have to remember that Bobby just killed a guy a couple weeks ago.
Bobby killed a guy.
We don't know till Fire Walk with Me, so...
Bobby killed a guy when he was running drugs at his girlfriend's behest, and then his girlfriend was murdered shortly thereafter.
He has a lot of trauma galore. Also, the thing about how, the first time they had sex, that she made fun of him or laughed at him, and I feel like
he cried the first time they had sex, and then she laughed at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she told Dr. Jacoby about it, and then Dr. Jacoby used it against Bobby when he was, quote-unquote, treating him.
Right. Right.
Lest we forget that abusive scene where Bobby's supposed to be getting help from a shrink, and the shrink is yelling at him.
Oh, God.
Okay, when you got sunglasses like that, it's carte blanche.
He's one of the worst people, Jacoby. Jacoby fucking sucks. Yeah, we love Bobby. Bobby was lost his way a little bit here, but he's back.
He knows it, yeah.
I know that I have not been paying the right kind of attention to you lately. I started wearing suits, okay, and suddenly I'm walking around like I'm more important than everybody else.
You were pretty crummy.
I like the line, though, because I wear a suit now.
Right. I thought I was better than everyone because I was wearing a suit. I also love how he's like, I've been thinking, and she's like, oh no.
Yeah. The last time he started thinking, we ended up with...
Not that. Not one.
Right? That is definitely true about her.
I think this is such a cute scene. I feel like they have such nice chemistry between them, those two.
They absolutely do. They're both so cute in the scene.
Yeah.
I've missed you.
When I saw you kissing that guy, something snapped. It was like my brain rolled over, and I could see all of the stuff that was special to me. I love you, Shelley. If that's okay with you, I'd like to do that, you know.
Bobby, what do you think?
And I really like how Bobby's hair is flopping forward, like he's still wearing the suit, but he's got his old hair back.
Yeah.
You can put the bangs in a suit.
You wouldn't. I like that she says you've been pretty crummy. That's so cute.
That's cute.
And then she forgives him immediately because he says, when I saw that guy kissing you.
Take another look, Sonny. It's going to happen again.
I almost feel like in this episode they were required that they include as many characters as possible.
Yeah.
Because we just get these little, like, tiny little blips of, even if we can call them subplots. It's just like, oh, let's show them. We're in the diner.
Yeah.
Maybe so, because it's wrapping up.
Yeah,
so
it's wrapping up that they gotta wrap everything up.
Yeah, we gotta see all the people. We gotta visit everybody.
Yeah, well, if you have a speaking line in an episode, you get more residual money from SAG, so maybe everybody's like, we're gonna throw all the actors a bone, and everybody's gonna get some cash out of this.
Oh, they should have given Cappy a line.
Not you, Cappy.
Right.
Sit down.
Quiet, Cappy.
They kiss, and then Bobby says, which is so fucking cute.
Yes.
And then Agent Cooper calls and interrupts, and somebody who we don't know who it is yelling for her for the phone. It's not Norma.
Says it's Norma, but it's definitely not.
It's like an 80 or something.
Also the inside.
Maybe they credited Norma so she would get that residual.
Yeah, that's right.
Peggy Lipton's money.
The Peggy Lipton monies.
Right.
At the Roadhouse, Mayor Milford is there to tell Lana that the contest is in the bag for her because the judges are Norma and Dick and him.
Right.
Tremaine is the third judge. It's in the bag.
Mayor Milford's vibe is so wacky. Mm-hmm. I don't even understand what's going on with him.
This guy is British or Bahamian or something.
It's really...
Other than he's just so old.
He's bound to fall for your charms. And then you put on a dress with a slit. Oh, the slit cut halfway up to Seattle.
He's like, Dick is British or Bahamian or something.
Right.
What is he even trying to say?
From the Bahamas? Is that what he means?
But why would he mean that?
I mean, why does he say or do anything?
Also, it's not true. I found out the deal with Dick. He doesn't have much of a backstory, but he was born and raised in Twin Peaks.
What?
And then he went to school at Eton College in England.
He's like the Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah. So he adopted an accent in England and then came back.
Oh, God.
So he's neither British nor Bahamian.
Isn't Ian Buchanan British?
Yeah, Ian Buchanan is, but Dick Tremaine is not.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Maybe you couldn't do a good American accent, so they had to like tweak the story to accommodate.
Right, but it's weird that they tweaked it strangely like that.
Yeah.
His real British accent is a fake British accent.
Yes. I know. It's really great. Mayor Milford says to Lana, all you have to do is wear the dress with the slit cut halfway up to Seattle. Ha ha ha.
Where's Seattle on the body? I mean, I guess I know what he means, but it's like...
That's what I call my vagina, Seattle. Come to Seattle, I say.
I've never been to Seattle. I feel like that's the last thing I would call it. We're like already there.
It would be confusing, to say the least.
Right. No, I mean like this Seattle. I'm going to try that just for fun. No, you should try it. You tried that.
South Seattle.
Like West Seattle?
Well, you know it goes.
I gotta tell you, I hate this scene. This is probably my least favorite scene on this episode.
Least favorite subplot.
Why can't we just elope and...
No, now, not till I'm born, darling.
Oh.
Then, and only then, I will marry you.
Oh.
I mean, I don't understand.
I don't understand, and I don't care.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't like the way that all the men react to Lana. It's so bizarre.
Yeah.
I do love that one of the most ubiquitous props is there, that squirrel.
Right.
I'm not even sure what it's made of, like wrought iron or something, but it's like, it's just all over the place.
Right.
It's been at the Great Northern, it's been at the Blue Pine Lodge. It's in this scene with tinsel thrown over it for some reason. Yada, yada, yada. Lana will only marry Mayor Milford if he rigs the contest for her. Stupid, who cares?
Right.
I wrote down Mayor Sugar Daddy just to remind myself this scene existed.
Yes. Just gotta mention it because it's there, but it's not important. At the station, Coop is talking to Shelley, Donna, and Audrey about the notes they received.
Each of you received a piece of this poem. each in a curious manner, along with this invitation.
We all went to the roadhouse, nobody showed up.
Is this your favorite scene, Michael?
Well, I just really like
No,
how
they
it is
are
so
very beautiful.
perfectly presented as Coop and the Hotties.
Yeah.
Geometrically, they're perfectly arranged, and we do a lot of the kind of the slow pan around them.
Yeah.
On each face, it just is.
It does spend a lot of time with them.
Attractive teenagers.
Yeah. Totally. I do not love Donna's outfit in this scene.
Right.
It's a no for me. It's a plaid shirt and a checkered vest.
Right. And her hair's like pulled back in a real tight bun too. Also, I feel for Donna. I mean, Audrey and Shelley are a bazillion times hotter than Donna, you know. Which really just speaks of how beautiful those two are, you know? Like,
Donna's, of course,
in
beautiful,
any
but-
other setting, Donna's a gorgeous woman in there. It's like she's... I can't take my eyes off Audrey. Like, she's just so beautiful.
I feel that way about Shelley, too. I love Shelley.
Shelley's
I love
also
Shelley's
very
gorgeous
beautiful.
face and her big, beautiful mouth.
Yeah.
She's got such a nice mouth and really nice teeth.
See, I feel like they both have really great eyebrows.
They do! That was back when eyebrows like that were not trendy.
Right.
They just stuck with them, which I love that. And it's also kind of amazing that Shelley's able to pull off brown lipstick the way she does. So they're looking at the poem. It's Leo's handwriting, which is surprising because Leo's handwriting is very nice.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's so nice.
I love it when he
Especially
asks
in the
about,
state he's in.
He asks about if you bumped into anybody strange or something like that, and then all three of them like, well, there was this one guy.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think anything of it, but it turns out...
There was a strange guy who said he was a friend of my father's.
Same day I got the poem, I got a $10 tip for a cup of coffee. That's unusual.
No, there was a funny old guy at the library who asked me to read the poem to him.
Wyndham Earl in disguises.
Right.
So weird. He was really just having the best time. He should get together with Catherine.
Yes. She loves to...
They should start an improv troupe or something.
Or remember the disguises thing. I have something to say about that later.
Okay.
But again, I love that there's a killer one-shot pan over all of them. It's very film noirish, but it just is so gorgeous because, you know, it's the all-stars, right?
Yeah.
It's the all-stars of the show. It's really elegantly done.
Yeah.
And to have them all in the scene together, yeah, they're not often in scenes together.
Right.
And Coop is telling them they're in danger and they need to check in twice a day. I don't think they do that.
You walk to school, you drive to work. Make sure that you do not do so alone. Please believe me when I tell you to be very careful. You're in danger.
There's a look from Mage Nemec that I really appreciate when Coop's like, we're all in danger, and she kind of has like a what else is new look. Kind of like, you mean like every day of my life?
I've just been coasting all the time.
Super used to that. It sucks for her. Anything else we want to say about this scene before we move on?
No, I feel
Okay.
like it's just a check-in with our stars.
Yeah. At Wyndham Earl's cabin, he's monologuing to Leo about the Dugpas.
You would have appreciated the Dugpas, Leo. Ancient sorcerers bent on evil. Rather like the Kali worshippers in India. Another fine bunch of zanies, I can tell you. Blood for breakfast, blood for lunch. Those were the good old days.
Another fine bunch of zanies. I think that's a funny line. I don't know. I'm trying to think of who... Like maybe Brad Dourif would have been a good Wyndham Earl or somebody who could pull off this dialogue, all this exposition without sounding like he's actually lecturing information dump. What could have been?
Yeah, exactly.
He likens the Dugpas to the Kali worshippers of India, which I just find interesting. The destroyer of evil forces. It reminds me of Judy. I know it's not exactly the same, but people who are worshipping the Divine Mother, Mother of the Universe. And then he says, I don't like you, Earl. He calls Shelley a tawdry little trollop.
I don't like that at all. God.
This is not okay.
Tawdry little trollop. Shelley. Just between you and me, old boy. Your wife has some fairly modern views on marital fidelity.
I hate Wyndham Earl so bad.
I know. I'm on Leo's side for once.
I know. That's part of why I hate that he made me feel for Leo.
Yeah, Leo's like, and only I'm allowed to call her a tawdry little trollop.
Right.
I think it's
Only
that
I
both
can threaten her life,
the
too.
writing of his character, the dialogue, and the way it's delivered are both not correct. I think that's why it just really resonates with me of like, something's really wrong about this situation. I think the actor's too over the top in it, but I think what he's told to say is a little ridiculous too.
He kind of talks like Albert almost, but it doesn't work. He can't get his mouth around the lines the way Miguel Ferrer could. Because I feel like another fine bunch of zanies is something Albert would say.
Right. All right. Also, because we've talked so much about how good Ray Wise was, you know, imagine if Ray Wise had played this character.
Oh my god.
I know, right? Yeah.
I wouldn't have questioned it.
Right.
Yeah, we need more gravitas.
Yeah. And that's when Earl kind of tips his hand about what's happening with the Miss Twin Peaks contest, and the winner is going to become his sacrifice. He doesn't really explain it, but he basically is like, if Shelley wins, she will die.
Right.
And that's when Leo does the dumbest thing ever. I don't even understand his plan with this.
I know. I don't know what he thought it was, but...
Well, in an earlier episode, you see him grab the thing, and you're like, oh, I get it. He's putting it in his pocket so that Earl can't find it and shock him.
Yeah.
But I guess he didn't know what it was at all.
Right. You would think it was a one and done thing. Like, oh, this is not what I thought it was. Wait, let me hit it a couple more times.
What on earth is happening
Leo,
there?
stop!
Well, isn't he brain damaged from events prior?
Yeah, like from his coma.
Yes, I guess so. I guess that's what's happening, but it still doesn't...
It seems like that's a lesson you only have to learn once.
Yeah.
Don't do your shock collar.
Since it's used for conditioning.
Like, you're not as smart as, like, a dumb little dog. You should return the collar if it's not working.
But the laugh.
Poor Leo.
Yeah.
I feel like a character as truly evil as him, I don't think he would laugh at all. I think he would have a different reaction that would make that whole scene hit harder. Which is this whole little Cesar Romero cackle.
Yeah. At the Great Northern, Audrey enters and sees Pete. I like that he takes off his hat for Audrey.
Right.
She rushes into Ben's office to ask about Jack, and Ben doesn't answer her, and it's so annoying.
I got back this morning, but Agent Cooper needed to see me, so... I tried to call Jackson, but he wasn't there. Do you know where he is?
Audrey, while you were gone, I had the most incredible brainstorm.
He's like, first I have to talk to you about something that can definitely wait.
Right.
He's like, you need to become the spokesperson for Stop Ghostwood, blah, blah, blah. She's like, Dad.
Where is John Justice Wheeler?
He's gone.
Where'd he go?
Where is John Justice Wheeler?
Oh, he left to the airport a few minutes ago, never to return. He left a note for you.
I think it's somewhere on my desk. So how's it already under stuff? Like, you just left. Right?
Oh my god, it's so excruciating.
I wonder what their ages were in real life for that particular scene, Ben and Audrey.
Oh.
Because the whole father-daughter does not read for me at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which aspect?
Do you think they're too close in age or something?
Yes.
You
know, also the fact that he's distant to the point of not even acknowledging that it is his daughter. Like, I understand he's preoccupied with the whole thingamahooch, but, like, clearly she wants to know where this guy is for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I think any father would pick up on that.
But he's like the worst. I mean, he's not a good dad. He has shown to not be a good
But it's
dad.
almost like a reflection of probably their real life age difference, which is not enough to be father-daughter.
I'm gonna look at
Interesting.
He was in West Side Story, like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure either
83.
the lead-in or the lead-out of this scene, when they're in the lobby, there's somebody sitting on the couch that looks like David Lynch.
Oh.
Looks just like David Lynch. We don't see his face. We only see the back and a tiny bit of the side.
Yeah, he's almost 30 years older than her, so.
All right, fine. Well, she was,
Yeah.
30 when the show was shown, right?
No, she was a young spring chicken.
Yeah.
But I think that's David Lynch on the couch in the
Interesting. I did not notice that. I did notice that right after Audrey leaves, there's a spooky sound, and Ben whirls around to see where the sound came from, or whatever he's looking at.
Yeah, he does.
But we don't see, we just quick cut to the lobby where Pete is talking to Josie in the wood panel.
Right.
Josie, I see your face.
So maybe Ben saw Josie or something. She's just like in the wood. Josie's a drawer and she's calling.
Right.
And then Audrey is like,
You! Do you have a car?
to Pete,
The truck runs like a dream.
Great, let's go.
take me to the airport.
That's the Uber of
does.
Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not busy, so he goes with her to the airport.
I got a date with my virginity.
But first, we go to the sheriff's station where Cooper, Truman, and Andy are talking about the petroglyph and wondering where Briggs is gone. And Truman has Andy call Betty. Well, Cooper muses about Annie.
What is it, Coop?
Oh, just thinking about Annie Blackburn.
Oh, bless your heart, I've never known your mind to wander.
Harry gets to be kind of condescending for once, I
know.
guess. He's like, bless your heart, he says. I don't think I've ever heard him say bless your heart before.
Right.
Sometimes I actually feel dizzy.
Man love's supposed to feel that way.
Well, my symptoms suggest the onset of malaria. But I've never felt better in my life.
It's a pretty funny line.
That's a very Coop thing to say. And then his hand briefly shakes.
After he's talking about his feelings for the lady.
That is true. The Major walks through the woods whistling.
Oh my gosh.
Why would you do that, Garland? Oh, God, I know. This is
It's so weird. He sees a tree, he looks up at it, pats it.
Pats it very reassuring.
Yeah. And then he touches this triangle scar just as a horse comes toward him.
Yes.
Why do they have to be disguised as a horse? This makes sense.
Because Windermere is
so extra.
So extra. He is.
And the skies are not cloudy all day.
What the writer's room must have been like when they came up with this episode. Took on a big spliff and be like, how about they come in as a horse?
Yeah. Leo bringing up the rear. And then he says, a Mr. Ed reference.
Hello, Wilbur!
As he sticks his dart gun out the chest of his costume.
Long time no see, Briggsy!
Shoots Briggs with the tranquilizer.
I like that this weird shanty where Wyndham Earl is set up his evil lair is equipped with a costume shop and a giant prop making department.
Yeah.
To make these giant chess pieces and whatnot. For a guy who's hiding out and on the run, really has a lot of manufacturing capacity.
Yeah. Just textiles everywhere.
Yeah. Not to mention the high-tech computers.
Oh my god. He's got several monitors. That was... Before people had multiple monitors.
A weird way to do an abduction scene, for sure.
It's interesting. And then he says...
Bill! It looks like you finally found your calling.
I laughed at that. I don't know. Despite myself, I laughed. Leo's a horse's ass.
Alright.
At the Double R, Coop walks in to see Annie.
Couldn't hurt to give it a shot.
Maybe next year.
Annie, there's a whole world out there. Jump in. Hear the other side, see the other side.
St. Augustine. Coffee?
You bet.
Oh my goodness. He's got it bad.
Oh my god, he is down bad for Annie. When he spins all the way around. Oh my god, Cooper, what has become of you? Gosh.
It's crazy.
He's like a schoolgirl right now.
Yeah. Annie's cleaning up a messy counter. I don't know if that's a mess left by the shaky hand pie lady or something else, but she's cleaning up a lot of red. It's meaningful that the Miss Twin Peaks flyer looks kind of bloody because it's got some red on it, because that's going to be a bloody event. Annie notices
something's troubling you.
Yes.
And he admits that he's been thinking about her all day, and she concurs.
Annie, I'm involved in a fairly complicated investigation requiring my complete attention. I spend most of my time thinking of you.
I know the feeling. I've been seeing your face in fried eggs all this morning.
And it would be such a cute conversation if the camera didn't start to pull away very slowly as ominous music rises.
Very ominous.
What we observe is not nature itself, but nature exposed to our method of questioning.
Heisenberg.
Okay, here's my point. Earlier
Okay.
I said to bookmark the Wyndham Earl and his crazy disguises.
Yes.
I feel like that's him sitting at the counter of the diner in an old lady costume.
Oh, I bet it is.
Because it's the only reason to tag that music that dark at that point. Because we just get that person into view before we cut away to the slow dripping of the spilled stuff. I feel like the David Lynch aesthetic has that in common with Scorsese, where they show you something so ordinary, but it just is so freaking scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the music cue and the slow motion makes it scary.
Yeah. Often when they do the scene changes, especially it was more so in the first season, but they do once here, they cut to the traffic light.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it would change from one color to the other, and I'd be like, oh my god!
The traffic lights can be so scary in this town.
There's a lot of just ordinary things that are made spooky because of the music. Yeah. Well, I wonder if it is Wyndham Earl, but even if it isn't, it's a spooky scene too, because just the act of him falling in love with Annie it's bad news.
Puts him on the radar to be susceptible to evil influence.
Yeah, it's not going to end well.
Find out way later.
So there's so many warnings, and Coop is ignoring them all. The plates fall, and he's like,
Right.
Yeah.
Gravity.
But it's a big deal. Before anything that happens, he would notice it. Be like,
Right.
that means something. That's meaningful. And here he's like, I'm not worried about it. I'm just thinking about this cute girl.
Right.
Like,
When he told Audrey his backstory,
Mhm.
he said, someone was hurt by me, and I'll never let that happen again.
yeah.
I feel like you're letting it happen again.
I think it's happening again. I think it is.
It is happening again.
Can I lead us into the next scene?
Yes.
Ooh.
I wrote down Audrey, Zane, sex on a plane.
Motherfucking sex on a motherfucking plane.
Indeed. I would watch that movie for sure.
Oh my god, yes.
Gosh.
Whew, Lord. Audrey gets there just in the nick of time.
Right. Stops the plane.
Yeah.
Which he is flying.
Right. If it's his plane that he flies, like, he could have waited around at the Great Northern a little bit, you know?
Yeah. He felt like
I guess
he had to
didn't know
go.
when she was coming back.
He didn't know, and no one would give him a straight answer.
That's
so he
true,
really
yeah.
had to make
He's
his own
like, "All right,
assumptions.
well, I guess I'm gonna go. Bye.
He asks Ben, where's Audrey and when's she coming back? He's like, she's in Seattle. She'll be back. And he's like, I gotta go. I really gotta go. I want to hang out, but I really gotta go. But fortunately, this is like the only time in Audrey's whole life where she has really good timing.
Guess a simple goodbye was out of the question.
I love this for Audrey.
I want you to make love with me.
Here and now.
It's your jet.
Thank God for that.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
I feel like thank God for that is everybody. Pete watches from his truck move to tears, and then his hand starts shaking.
Yeah.
Incredibly close proximity to people knocking boots.
Mm-hmm.
Experiencing great pleasure.
It's love. They say it's love. I don't know. I believe it.
I love you.
I love you too.
I don't usually believe in love at first sight, but I do here.
Wait, you believe in love all the time. What are you talking
I
about?
believe in love.
I know.
Yeah.
That's I win
Yeah.
the journey.
At Wyndham World's fun cabin, he has Briggs affixed to a giant dartboard.
Oh, God,
Of course
I
he has
hate
one of
this
those.
so much. What?
When I'm on the run from
He's
the
so
FBI,
mean.
I waited time to print that out.
Chest
Right.
pieces, yeah.
But like, why'd you have to get his
Horse
leg up
costume.
like that? It's so unnecessary.
It's terrible.
God.
Yeah, he's asking Briggs some questions and shooting his crossbow when he doesn't like the answer, which is rather frequently because Briggs mostly answers,
Not at liberty to divulge that information.
Damn, I love the military mind.
but it's just the top secret shit because when Earl asks him a control question,
What is the capital of North Carolina?
Raleigh.
he's all for answering.
But luckily, Wyndham Earl has the magic juice.
He does. It's the really weird stuff. It's haloperidol.
Is it the really weird
It
stuff?
is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Albert's never seen a drug like it. A combo. Really weird stuff.
The same stuff that Philip Gerard takes to not become Mike. And it also apparently makes Briggs tell the truth. I don't know why.
Fully
Yeah.
developed. Just undoes all our military training. Lickety split.
Yeah. He starts with some control questions.
What do you fear most?
The possibility that love is not enough.
God, please, I shall weep.
Gosh, what an answer. My God.
I know, but he had that ready. I think about it all the time.
I mean, super important line. In not
It
just
is.
Not just the episode, but the overall plot, the entire mystique of Twin Peaks. It is super crucial, that line.
It is, yeah, absolutely.
Well, and it's true.
Yeah.
At least in the show.
It's definitely a theme of the show.
Right.
It's super fucking scary that love is not enough.
Right.
That's Twin Peaks in a nutshell.
Yeah.
How much does your wife weigh? I feel like that's a pretty unnecessary question. And then judgmental answer.
I know. He's like, good for you. Well done.
Yeah.
Good wife. Like, okay.
Fuck you.
I know. That made me so mad.
Yeah, I mean, it's shorthand for this is a bad person.
Yes. God, what a gross thing. The whole concept.
And then some lodge specific questions. And Briggs, unfortunately, answers them.
Yeah, he walks out the Black Lodge instructions like a manual.
There's a time. If Jupiter and Saturn meet, they will receive you.
I wonder if he's like, I didn't even know I knew that. And then he says something that seems like gibberish. But it's actually that Gummy will come back in style backwards.
Oh, okay.
At the Blue Pine Lodge, Catherine and Andrew are being such siblings for some reason.
What are you doing?
Nothing, Catherine. I'm just trying a few simple combinations. No, Catherine.
Puzzling over the box that Eckerd left.
His woman servant, Jones, delivered this to me shortly after he died.
His woman servant, what a strange line. His woman servant.
What I like about this scene, which otherwise is terrible, and this is kind of true with all the older actors. I mean, Piper Laurie, we know, is a genius.
Yes.
I feel like the older actors know what show they're in. And all the younger actors just feel like they're in something that is really precious. But all the older actors know, hey, we're just here to chew this scenery like nobody's business.
Yeah.
These two just take what would be an otherwise really boring and crappy scene, and they just make it really interesing by just chewing the scenery.
Yeah, absolutely. They're like, we're
I was
going to
a
enjoy
Karen,
yourselves.
bitch. Watch me knock this out of the park.
For sure. Oh my god. I mean, I have to know all the dialogue about the foreign investors and what they've done so far to try and solve the box.
It's like we're here in this Telemundo melodrama, and we have to do a lot of exposition. So watch me just add some gravitas to it.
Yes. From point A to point B, they serve it up.
Eckhart's birthday. My birthday. The day the gift arrived.
The secret code to those very non-buttons that he's touching.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, definitely, these are numbers.
Clearly I can enter birthdays on these moon
Birthdays
phases.
are this is
Like, the day the box arrived. Like, what day was that? I can't tell based on what you touched.
Right, yeah.
Off screen, we saw what all of these symbols mean.
Cute that he would know Eckerd's
Inside the
birthday.
MacGuffin is a smaller MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I opened it.
Yes, a MacGuffin within a MacGuffin. The red herring.
Not my favorite.
No. And it's really terrible when you think of the end result of the stupid boxes. I hate it. I hate this box. Cut to the Roadhouse, where it's like dancing night, I guess, but they're still setting up for the Miss Twin Peaks contest. Annie's waiting at the bar in a very unfortunate dress.
That's like an MVP contender is just that dress. That's a really ugly dress. Why? Why?
Yeah, I know. Like, that was something from Norma. I don't know. Maybe Norma doesn't have anything
Shelley,
cute.
maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Totally.
Yeah, Norma makes more sense. Yeah, it's real ugly.
The Coop
And
is
Coop is looking amazing.
Yeah.
Coop is like all continental with his jacket. And
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He switched into his wooing jacket.
He sure did.
It has gold buttons.
Yeah. I don't even understand how she is able to resist when he holds out his hand. She shakes her head like, what are you doing, girl?
Well, because she can't dance.
Well.
It's a dance. She's just shaking her head specifically to dance.
Yeah.
But Coop ain't taking no for an answer.
And I really like the way he describes dancing.
Just think of it as a walking embrace, all right? Two people stepping as one would step.
Two people step as one would step. That's
very sweet.
So sweet and really romantic.
A
and
walking embrace, is that what he says?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I really think it's super romantic and charming, which is impressive because I otherwise am not a huge fan of her character.
Mm-hmm.
But I really love how they expedite the wooing.
Yeah.
Like they go from the moment, and then they turn, suddenly they're closer, and then he utters a line, and then boom, it's full on.
Body feels nice against mine.
Did you think this all right?
Listen, if I'm being too forward,
I want one of your kisses.
for instance.
They're gonna hook up, and we need to get this over with, The rest of the runtime of the episode's long. We need to cut this so this happens in 11 seconds.
Yeah. But at the same time, you totally believe it. Because, like, the way Coop walks in, you're like, I believe that she would go from unsure to, like,
Yes.
I want more than your kisses in 11 seconds.
I am disappointed, and I don't mind Heather Graham in general, but like her acting is really bad in this scene. Like I feel like when she's talking and she's not even looking at him.
I understand why you hesitate. Why you treat me with care. The convent evokes the image of helpless women, fearful at the thought of any emotion other than those derived from scripture and prayer.
It feels like she is reading these lines off a
Like, she
teleprompter
looks
for the
away
first
to
time.
read the teleprompter.
That's-
I'm like, does Annie have Asperger's?
Right.
When we kiss, I feel safe and eager. I'm not afraid of anything that you make me feel or want.
She is reading these for the first time.
Is it her that says this really critical line, hear the other side, see the other side?
I think they both say it, but she does
He
say
says it earlier, and it's
Yeah,
a callback.
and she-
Yeah.
I think that maybe I will enter after all. Hear the other side. See the other side.
Super important.
He says it at the diner.
Right.
And then
she says it
she,
here.
Saint Augustine.
Right.
She's memorized every quote that every saint has ever said.
I know, right.
Because she was a nun.
I call bollocks on that.
Yeah. Like, I totally get why she would fall for Coop, but I don't know. I guess
yeah.
she kind of tries to explain it a little bit to the audience in this scene, too, where she's like, I understand why you're gentle with me. It's because I was in the convent and blah, 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 white knight syndrome. Like, she kind of yada yadas over that. And that's very relevant to the scene, actually.
Right.
Because then when she says it's like a fairy tale, oh boy.
It's like a fairy tale.
You're the queen.
That triggers the giant.
Yes, the giant.
He says, and you're the queen. And the giant shows up and is all, no.
The giant is so stressed out.
Yeah, the giant is usually very stoic and is like,
Right.
cool, I'm gonna give you some cryptic
The giant's so
clues.
animated.
Here he's just like, dude,
No.
just stop what you're doing right now.
It's like, huh.
Yeah.
My guardian angel's trying to tell me
Yeah,
something.
no one's seen you for a while, giant.
I'm going to totally ignore it.
He does totally ignore it. There's a cutaway, like you think he's going to maybe heed the warning, but when you get back to it, he just looks away and looks back at Annie and immediately forgets what just happened. It's bad. But first we're at the airport where Pete has fallen asleep in his truck. He wakes up when the plane flies away and sees Audrey with tears in her eyes.
So hilarious.
But in Chip, finally meet the man of my dreams. Next thing I know, he's on a plane to Brazil.
Audrey says, what a jip. Audrey, no.
Problematic.
You don't know that you're not going to be allowed to say that in 25 years. But it is unfair indeed, Audrey. Yes.
What a rip-off.
So this is post-deflowering, which is
Deflowering.
And like the first thing she says is "what a jip," and the last thing she says is "love stinks."
I also promised to take me fishing, and we never did. Love stinks.
Was they not that great?
No, I feel like it
No.
was good.
No.
Yes, no.
That's not what she's saying at all.
Couldn't possibly be the case.
She's saying that was better than I thought it would
Yeah,
be.
she's like, that's all I'm getting.
That was it.
He is the man of her dreams, and now he's gone. That's the part that stinks, is the leaving.
I
Yeah.
just love it. That's
Very clear.
Those are her
Clear as
words
day.
after losing her virginity. What a jip, love stinks.
Yeah. It's all about the line reading. And I like that she isn't wearing lipstick in this
Right, because
scene.
if it wasn't good, then she would come out and she'd be like, all right, he's,
Yeah.
she wouldn't care that he was leaving.
No, yeah. She's like, that was pretty great. I mean, she was in there for a while.
Yeah, now it's dark out.
It's dark out now, and her lipstick has been kissed off. I really love that detail. She's still so beautiful, but very pointedly naked lips. Oh, Audrey.
I know.
I love his consolation prize offer, though.
Oh, it's so cute.
There are many cures for a broken heart, but nothing quite like a trout's leap in the moonlight.
You may.
And it's totally like organic. I love that he jumps on any opportunity
I
to
could take you fishing.
take a beautiful woman fishing. I know.
Tackle him a truck.
Oh, it's so cute. And he really means it, too.
Yeah.
Nothing quite like a trout's leap in the moonlight to mend a broken heart.
Aw, that's sad.
Oh, Pete. He should know. He knows all about that.
He knows about heartbreak, that's for sure.
And trout fishing, mending it.
Yeah.
It's so cute. At Wyndham Earl's cabin again.
Oh my gosh.
Leo and Briggs are providing a cacophonous soundtrack while Earl is doing some early 90s computer image compositing. Somehow he knows exactly how to transpose the cave painting over the map of Twin Peaks. And of course, he does it perfectly to reveal the location and entrance of the Black Lodge.
See? The cave painting is not only an invitation, it is also a map. A map to the Black Lodge.
Hooray.
Yeah, finally. All right, we're going to start the end game now. Let's move this along.
We are getting into it. Back at the roadhouse, Coop's vision fades, and he forgets right away all about that very urgent warning. Even though, as he's forgetting about it, Mayor Milford says there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Something wrong. This isn't right. There's something wrong here.
Dude! He's ignoring all the signs. It fucking sucks.
We do get our montage of deserted town shots, which
We do.
I love it, yeah. Traffic light.
It's really cool, and I feel like the last time it kind of recalls the pilot, the camera moving slowly down hallways. You see
the high school.
You see the high school. You see the spooky intersection.
I feel like this montage is shorthand for we're just about done with subplots, everybody. I hope you enjoyed them all this episode.
Yeah. We're not going to be visiting these places again anytime soon.
These are empty, right?
Yeah. We're all going to Glastonbury Grove, where evil is lurking.
Oh, scary.
And Bob's hand comes out of nowhere. He's kind of doing that, like, 90s indie movie hand surfing thing.
Oh, yeah.
He's, like, feeling his oats, getting his hand out there.
I feel like it's like, here, it's my right hand. See how everybody's right hand is
Yeah, he's definitely doing a little bit of a shaky thing.
Like,
yeah. Remember this?
Hi, guys. Yeah.
Jazz hands. He probably is doing a jazz hand. He's like, I was just listening to Sondheim in here, and now I'm ready to go out. And then his whole body pops out.
And his dirty, disgusting hair.
Fast cranking motion, too.
Scary.
And then the camera pans down to the engine oil pond, and we hear the jazzy Badalamenti as the red curtains appear.
I mean, the whole episode worked its way to this moment.
Yeah. Pivotal. At this point, it would be 7 weeks before viewers of the original Twin Peaks would see the double episode finale. 7 weeks?
Yes.
My God, y'all.
Seemed like they were never going to show it.
Yeah. All right, motifs. Right. Declarations of love,
yeah,
romance in the air.
Love is in the air.
Lots of kisses, shaking hands.
A little bit of like real or not real. I mean, at least in the very beginning, it was like, baby's gonna have one father or another, just like Donna had.
Oh, right.
But that was pretty much it. I thought that was gonna become like more of a theme, and it was like, no, just those two.
I like that though. I think two could be a motif.
Well, and then even a little bit like also, what's his name? Rusty. Like,
yeah.
He lives with his uncle because he's not close with his parents.
Mm-hmm.
So they just threw it all in the beginning.
Yeah.
I feel like the broken plate with the pie and the coffee is really significant because that's, of course, what Coop loves and is his kind of...
Oh, yeah.
His avatar of bliss for the town. And I think it breaking is really significant to where we're about to go.
Yeah. Going down this path with Annie is going to destroy your little idyllic Twin Peaks time.
Love is not enough. You are right.
Yeah.
Briggs.
Oh my God. Yeah. I guess that's the main theme. Love is not enough. It's scary as fuck. Love is not enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Roadhouse is proud to welcome...
Speaking of scary as fuck,
right.
What's everyone's ceiling van word? Scariest moment.
You know I'm always scared of Bob, so that last one, yeah.
Yeah, clearly.
Bob
There's no
always
contest
scares
for me, that last shot.
Yeah, it's not that scary an episode, really, I don't think. But Bob is always scary for me.
Especially knowing how the next two episodes go, you gasp for breath being like, oh my God, we're going back to the real business now.
Yeah. Well, in the old days, I would have gone for Bob, but I feel like now, knowing everything we know, especially with the return and Coop not being able to help himself and making bad decisions and ignoring signs, the giant saying no and waving his hands, I'm like, that is such a big deal.
Yeah.
Coop, how could you ignore that? It's so scary. Oh. Fish in the percolator.
There was a fish in the percolator.
What's everyone's
I
big
had
laugh?
A few contenders. I thought there were a few funny moments, but Coop spin all the way around in the stool was just like so fucking funny.
Yeah. It's so cute.
I would have said the horse moment, not because I thought they knew it was funny, just because it was hilariously not working for me in the episode.
Yeah.
But I think for me, the funniest would be after the plane takes off, and he's there watching the plane take off, and there's this moment of silence, and then you hear the of her shoes. And she just walks up and just says, "What a jip." And I was like, oh my god. It's like, in that case, it's the birds and the bees.
Wow. I guess we did not convince you.
No. That's really funny.
I mean, if I have to do the field work to find out how Billy Zane, I would do it.
The field work.
To get to the bottom of this, is
Right.
Billy Zane good or not?
We need control for this experiment.
I mean, I'm just saying that that's my dedication to this.
My biggest laugh was when Ben Horn said to Will Hayward, "I've given you reason to doubt me."
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That is so funny to me. You sure have.
I mean, in the last 2 episodes.
LVP.
This was a tough one because it was also what direction I wanted to go. Like, I almost said Wyndham Earl because I just hate Wyndham Earl and he made me feel bad for Leo, which is so wrong. But I now don't remember her name. Robin Lively, her character.
Lana.
I hated that scene. I hate that. I'm like, okay, her.
Yeah.
I hated that. That's it.
That plot is unnecessary for sure.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think I took significant notes on it. Before I answer, can I ask you, what are your guys' metrics for LVP?
Oh.
Well,
it can be anyone but James because James is the perpetual LVP, but he's not even in this episode, so it's notwithstanding. But
sometimes for me, it's more literal, like who didn't bring a lot of value or who's not helping the plot or whatever. Sometimes it's just like who I hated the most.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's something like Annie's dress.
Right.
Like one time
that
it was
a contender with that dress.
like one time it was
Ed's
Ed's wig when he went to the casino. That was
one time it was Harry. I mean, I always hate Harry, but someone's like in a hospital plugged into a machine.
Run it when he unplugs.
Run it. Yeah, he just like turns it off. Like,
Yeah.
Harry, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Don't be touching things here, right? So you just have to follow your heart to your LVP.
Okay, my choice may be controversial.
Ooh.
To the 2 of you.
All right.
My LVP is Coop.
Oh, but fair.
It is,
You
and
should
also
not be ignoring
I was
this
going to
giant.
say that too.
Oh my god.
He is catastrophically ignorant.
Yeah.
in this
Right,
episode.
yes.
And not just because he's all lovesick, but I mean, ignoring the giant is just so out of character for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like the mistakes he makes here, especially in this episode in particular, just completely set him up for where we're going with him.
That's very
He just
true.
totally drops
Mm-hmm.
the ball of being like the Zen investigator that I've come to love about him.
Yes, I agree completely. It's Coop for me too, and I can't even believe it because like I didn't even know that when we first started watching the episode, but
Yeah.
that's what's going on. Like he's ignoring signs that are right in front of his face.
Mm-hmm.
He's not being a good investigator.
And I can't tell if that's just poor writing because it's not.
No,
'cause it's just written
it's
by a bunch
not.
of schlubs,
This
or
is
whether they chose
absolutely
to blame it all
intentional.
on him having
Well,
his feelings.
I think because of the return, not to spoil it too much for you, but
Gotcha.
I think because of the return, that's what it is. It's like the beginning of Coop's hubris destroying everything.
What about the FBI?
I am the FBI.
What happens in this episode is the reason he gets stuck in the lodge for 25 years.
Yeah.
I don't think that would have happened otherwise.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like even though my favorite episodes of the entire 2 seasons are the next 2, the finale, I feel like we do set up some critical things and then the end just finally delivers on this. It shifts into overdrive. I'm like, oh, we're going there.
Yeah.
Let's bring in the big guns.
Obviously, we love Coop, but dude, get it together.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, MVP then, and then the MVP is anyone but Coop, but that's not a problem
like
here.
It's not going to be Coop, right? What if it's James?
Oh my god, that'd be so crazy. It will never be James.
No, we'll never. Okay, because I just love, especially knowing what's coming.
Who am I supposed to trust but myself? And I don't even know who I am. So what the fuck am I supposed to do?
I love that she got this for herself, so my MVP is John Justice Wheeler.
Thank God for that.
Yes!
Showed Audrey a good time. I have no doubt that this is a cherished memory for Audrey, and I'm so glad that she got that.
Well, I'm going to
Happiness.
piggyback on you right there because that's mine too. Yeah, because this is the only chance too to give JJW a win.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
There's some boner bias going on.
I have said before that that Audrey and JJW are basically the patron saints of bisexuality.
Right. I'm straight except for Sharon.
MVP for me is Major Briggs.
Oh, he definitely is taking one for the team right now.
Yeah.
Big time.
Geez.
And he delivers that line that his biggest fear is love is not enough. And he encounters the evil, resist it until he gets the magic juice. But yeah, he's just a very interesting character, and he gets a little bit of a chance. He gets to reassuringly pat a tree like nobody's business.
I feel like the pat of the tree is everyone's like, why are you going for a walk in the woods right now when you were just saying how tired you were? I feel like that's the actor's way of showing us this is rejuvenating for Briggs. Like, this is what he does to rejuvenate himself. And even though the woods are really scary, he's just such a pure person that this is his good downtime.
Well, and as the military guy, who's always so military about the investigative information, he is incredibly spiritual and open-minded when it comes to the metaphysical ooga-booga that's going on in this entire show.
Oh, yeah.
He's completely open to it and gets it. He can reason it out quicker than Coop can, that's for sure.
He can. He's very open. More than Coop. Yeah, that's why the log lady trusts him with the information. She talks to Coop when the log tells her to, but the log lady and Major Briggs have a connection that's kind of unspoken.
Yeah, definitely.
And plus, as an actor, who knows how long he had to stay in that weird position on the dartboard while they did that scene, right?
Probably
Oh my god. I hope he was supported in some secret way, because I know he's practically being crucified up there.
Big ups for that.
He really is so helpful.
Yeah.
Good egg.
I think he was my MVP once.
Yeah, he's been our MVP.
When he gives the nice speech to Bobby that episode. I think
And I bet he will be again, too. Well, we did it. Yay! Thank you, Michael.
I wish I could be here for the next 2 episodes because they are so awesome.
If you enjoyed this episode of Really Weird Stuff, please take a minute to give us 5 stars on your preferred podcast app, especially Apple and Spotify. If you did not enjoy this episode, no further action is necessary. Follow us on Instagram at Really Weird Stuff Pod, on Blue Sky at Really Weird Stuff, on our website reallyWeirdStuffPod.com, and on YouTube at Really Weird Stuff Pod. Really Weird Stuff, a Twin Peaks podcast, is hosted by Baxter and Amy Green. Music by Angelo Badalamenti, Julie Cruz, and Baxter Brugos. Produced and edited by Divine Betty Media. Thank you for listening. One day the sadness will end.